I feel like Wall Army does have. I'll talk about it in a minute. Right now we got Smash World Gaming's JaySon versus Cosmos. Is he not Zeke Esports Cosmos?
No,
Okay.
not anymore. He's not Zeke Esports Cosmos. He's not Cosmic Cosmos. He's just Cosmos.
Man, sponsors need to be on the lookout.
The two syllable names are like the big winners.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're gonna go into game one. JaySon versus Cosmos. We're going to Final Destination for game one, and this is a match that we have seen quite a few times. This is normally like a grand finals match.
It's a slobber knocker of a set every time too. Do you have the set count between these two?
No, because I haven't updated my stats in 5 weeks.
I know it's rather close. Cosmos and JaySon tend to go a bit back and forth. For a while, after Corrin had just come out and Cosmos was first starting his reign of terror, he lost to a couple of Foxes and then decided, I am never going to lose to Fox again. And then JaySon said, bet.
And JaySon said, yeah, you will.
Yeah.
So I like earlier, so we saw Cosmos once again utilize that neutral B to stall in the air. And JaySon, knowing where he would be put for that, he DI'd it correctly. I mean, this is really like a sort of an Armada Hungry Box back and forth of evolving the metagame in this matchup. Because these two, somebody brings something new every single week, and then the other guy brings something new to deal with that new thing. And it goes back and forth. I mean, both of these guys, I want to point out that both of these guys are doing excellent jobs of stalling in the air, mixing up their fall down times. It's especially useful against a character like Corrin.
And that's really, really important for both of these players, actually, because both characters do a really good job of catching landings. And neither one of them has the best landing options either. I mean, Corrin has a pretty good option in using the neutral air as a get off of me. Fox can sometimes drill through things, but I think Corrin kind of has the advantage coming down, but really both of them juggle really, really well. Good tech.
JaySon's setting up a situation where he would be able to tech it. He neutral bead with the previous mindset of, I'm going to make you hit me so I can tech.
I mean, right there, Cosmos still taking full advantage of the situation, was able to get that sweet spot skewer, sending him all the way across the stage. But man,
Cosmos doing such a good job with that side beat. A lot of people complain about, Corrin using side beat too much, and a lot of them do. Cosmos' hit rate on his side Bs is actually insane. It's somewhere around 80%.
Yeah, it's nutty. This man doesn't throw it out willy-nilly. But I mean,
and even when he does miss, it's safe, and it also zones out the opponent. Every side B that he does has a purpose. It's not, I just want to throw this out so I have a hitbox out.
Corrin's side B is really good at either stealing stage control or forcing your opponent to respect you, and therefore they're not allowed to play their game.
And every side B that he does is so smooth. So buttery smooth, it just comes out.
The DI from JaySon was really solid there, but he's got to play perfect! Because if he gets grabbed one more time, that's it.
That's the dangerous thing about Corrin, is that she grabs so little at the beginning of the stocks, is that near the end, you kind of forget that she can kill you by doing that. Because a lot of players and a lot of characters that have those big kill throws, or really kill throws in general, grab you a lot as part of their combo games with different throws. Corrin just has a kill throw and no combos off of her throws whatsoever.
Normally at lower percents, you get grabbed by your Corrin and you think, oh, this is no big deal. You get no combo.
It's a little like getting grabbed by Fox in this game.
Uh-huh. And then you get grabbed and you're at 150 and you're like, oh, I've made a mistake. Also, in general, against Cosmos, even a grab at low percent is kind of terrifying because he'll put you either in the air where you have to get down against Corrin, which is terrifying,
yeah,
or he'll put you off stage where you have to avoid the myriad of skewers coming your way.
Speaking of mistakes, JaySon just took Cosmos, a Corrin player, to Battlefield?
I don't fully consider this a mistake. Again, they both gain kind of the same advantages. They're both really, really good at catching landings.
Okay. I will tell you one thing, though, is that if JaySon had won the first game, we would still be at Battlefield for Game 2.
Probably. Both of these players like the same stages. Both of the characters gain advantages from pretty much the same stages.
See, this is the big difference. I mentioned it earlier and touched on it, but this is the big thing about Cosmos' Corrin versus a lot of others, is that nothing he does is really jarring. Everything that he does with Corrin is very smooth and nothing, you know, like his recoveries, he can do an up B, immediately come off the ledge and hit you with an up air like he did earlier in this game. Everything he does connects into each other like a piece of art.
Really good job from JaySon there, actually able to escape that top platform. It was looking real scary for him.
Yeah, JaySon's been doing a great job of dealing with, you know, the constant array of Cosmos attacks and reading those little options. Cosmos does like to do the drop down side B, you know, the ledge jump side B, and JaySon's been doing a great job of converting every single hit that he's gotten into another hit.
The shield pressure right now from JaySon is kind of intense. Definitely trying to make Cosmos pick an option and then kill him for it. He wants an up smash right now, or he wants an up air.
Like that. Good call.
Did a really good job of just kind of boxing Cosmos onto that top platform and then taking him out.
Woo! But that forward smash, it is ridiculous, actually, how safe Corrin's forward smash is. Even against fast characters, if you're at maximum range, it's actually difficult to punish.
Oh, yeah. Solid, perfect shield on that back air. Was still sitting in shield to get hit by that up tilt afterwards. So Fox was able to escape.
Cosmos did something there a few seconds ago that not a lot of Corrin players do, which is they side B mix-up, where they press side and B, but then they don't press A. And so they just jump in the air.
It can trick your opponent into just holding shield because they're terrified, waiting for that pin. And then you might get like a tomahawk kind of situation off of it.
Wow,
That
JaySon.
was beautiful. And he had to weave back, too, to make sure he didn't hit Cosmos on his recovery.
That was easy, cheesy, breezy. I wouldn't say easy, but it was cheesy and it was breezy.
It was beautiful.
We mentioned earlier how hard it is to edgeguard as Fox. JaySon just said, I'll do it anyways.
Sometimes you just got to go for it.
Well, he went for it and it definitely worked. JaySon is, he doesn't fiend out for those, you know, falling forwarders off stage, but against a character like Corrin with relatively poor recovery and relatively telegraphed recovery, he's been doing a great job with that so far.
He didn't even have to get the footstool after it to get that confirmed kill.
Yeah.
That's the kind of recovery we're dealing with.
Game 3 is on Town and City. Again, both characters can, you know, benefit from the lower ceiling and the raised platforms. I think Cosmos benefits from the raised platforms a little bit more, but I think JaySon also benefits from the lower ceiling a little more. So,
and again, we're seeing like the stage choice isn't the biggest factor. It's really the character's comfort or the player's comfort on these stages that's making the big difference.
Look at that, the down air into grab. It's sometimes difficult to know where that down air is going to send your opponent. JaySon always seems to know. Shield getting small. We've seen Cosmos get the shield break with the neutral B before, and it is very cool every time.
Really good job calling out his Dragon Lunge with that down air and able to connect into the up smash.
And that's it again. JaySon doing that down air and knowing exactly where Cosmos was going to be after that hit. It's almost Armada-like.
I'm amazed he lived that bite, too.
Ooh. So getting saved a little bit by Cosmos being too close to the ground when he did the side B. Didn't get skewered and was able to get away, reset it back to neutral.
That forward tilt wasn't safe shield pressure after that back air. Cosmos was able to punish, get a grab, put him off stage, but right now, JaySon is back in control.
That's the emergency down smash from Cosmos. He's feeling very boxed in and just kind of wants to get him off of him. Doing that down smash is an incredibly lagging move. JaySon with the up air.
And he caught him! When Cosmos used that skewer, he immediately realized, I'm in a bad spot, I have to jump out of it. But when Corrin jumps out of the skewer, you actually have to wait a decent amount of time before you can come down with an option.
I think it's normally a good 25 frames.
Yeah, normally they'll come down with a nair, try to make the landing safe, but you got to have them come down a bit first. And JaySon was ready and there with the up air.
Cosmos didn't have a lot of options on once he did that side B. Like you said, if he jumps out of it, JaySon hits him with the up air like he did. If he goes forward, JaySon hits him with an up air like he did. If he goes backwards, he sends himself to the blast zone.
He's got a really bad time making it back then.
Yeah. So good stuff from JaySon. He'll be sitting in winners finals and looking to take on one of our many formidable foes here at Shockwave 93.
93 or 94. One of the two.
Believe it's
93.
93.
It's
Look,
right here on the layout.
I'm not looking.
Right here on the layout.
But you guys could be looking, and you guys should keep watching. Keep it locked on T-Lock, Turning Locator.